Hello, I'm Lindsay Hurley, 26-year resident of Acton, and I am here about a warrant article that I brought to the town to change the state flag and symbol. As you can see, it's behind me here, and many people haven't even looked at it or paid attention to it, but it's an insulting symbol for our native residents of the state. It's got arm holding a broadsword over the head of a Native American, and it's got the Native American holding an arrow facing downward, which is a sign of subservience. And this is our state flag, and the motto of it is in Latin, "With a sword she seeks peace only under liberty." So I'm not sure that that really represents our state right now. In fact, I don't think it at all represents our state. So there was a resolution passed in 2020 by our state legislature to set up a commission to change the symbol and the flag. But then right after that, as we all know, COVID hit, so everything was put on pause. So what this resolution is here is to kind of reignite that commission, ask them to move forward and just get to work on this issue. 43 towns across the state have passed similar warrants asking the state for the same thing, and it's a 19-member special commission that's been set up. 6 of the members are indigenous, and this resolution will be asking for support in particular of the voice of the indigenous leaders on that commission. I have included, there are renditions of our state flag and seal. I think this is the 5th one over the course of our state's history. One of them, the first one, has a native with a voice coming out of the words coming out of his mouth that say, "Come over and help us." That's how it started. That was our first one. And then there were some other renditions over the years. During the Revolutionary War, Paul Revere had been commissioned to put another rendition of it forward, and that was used through the war. It had a colonist at the center instead of a Native American, but then the post-Revolutionary War flag put a Native back in there with, again, a sword over his head. And this is the flag that we currently have now. So we need to revise it completely and have our motto and our symbol to really more represent what we are as a state. I will finish with some words by State Representative Jack Patrick Lewis, who wrote an article recently that I read. Actually, it was in 2020. Actually, Massachusetts this is the last flag in our country that represents a symbol of oppression of another race. The Mississippi changed their Confederate flag 2 years ago. Went away from that. So this one really needs to get changed. And I would like our state to be, our town of Acton, to be among those that calls for this change. And I'll end it with a quote from Representative Jack Patrick Lewis, who said, "Technical fixes alone are not going to bring about true radical justice that we need, but symbols do carry great power as visual representatives of our strongly held beliefs and values. Doing away with this symbol and the outdated colonialist ideas it represents is long overdue." So thank you.